Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of High Strung Gaming. Well, on Occupy Mars today, I'm tired of looking at this green thing. And the only thing we need
Not enough materials
to finish this is rubber. But we can't get rubber. You can't mine rubber or anything like that. You have to make it in the chemistry table, or the ChemLab, as the game calls it. And, well, I haven't unlocked it, but there are a couple things that we can do. First, it's 4:25 in the morning. Let's go ahead and take a nap and get to morning time here. So today we're going to focus on the ChemLab. That's the biggest part of today. Go ahead and sleep. Get the sleepy sleeps out of the way. Take a little nap. Then have some breakfast. Get ready for a day of chemistry. My chemistry teacher, she would be happy to hear that. She'd be all ready to celebrate Mole Day. Sounds weird, but she loved to celebrate Mole Day. Okay, need some foods. All right, so if we open our tech tree to chemistry, like any of the other tech trees, you have the things that you've unlocked, and you have the other things that you have not unlocked. In the chemistry table itself, you go here, you have the different recipes. These are the recipes that we have discovered either through pen drives, or you can also get them through the abandoned tablets. And either of those two methods will unlock the recipes. The nice thing about the recipes here is you can select a recipe and set it. Of course, I don't have the required water bottles for this particular one, but when you select a recipe, it'll tell you what the reactor input is, what the output is, and what the settings for the table need to be as far as temperature, pressure, and time. All right. So I did some testing. You'll notice, obviously, we've run into this before. There are certain things that require unlocks from the chemistry table. One of them here is sulfuric acid production for solar panel 3, for the large solar panel, which it's tasty. I'm looking at that. I'm like, ooh, I want to play with that. We need aerogel synthesis, sulfuric acid production again, sulfuric acid production again. So that's going to be a big one for the rest of this electronics tree. Polymer synthesis and ceramic heat shielding. Right. However, over here, have quite a few as well. Solid rocket fuel. The heavy rover, thankfully we have these unlocked already. Blowtorch, all that good stuff. So here's the thing. What if we know what the recipe is from, say, a table, and we have not unlocked the recipe in the game, like rubber vulcanization, which I need to be able to make rubber? Is there a way that we can do it? If we already know the recipe, can we set the table manually to produce that recipe, that reaction? And if we do produce the reaction without the recipe, will it unlock the tech tree? That's the question. And in my testing outside of this playthrough, the answer is yes. So if you know the recipe, you can manually set the table, run the reaction, and once the reaction happens, it unlocks the recipes in the other tables. Now, it does not give you the recipe in this list, so if you need to run the recipe again, you'd have to go through and manually select it, and so on and so forth. But If you just need it to unlock a tech, you can set it manually one time, get the results, get the reaction. It unlocks that recipe in the tech tree. So let's see. And I happen to have a little list that I made. Now, this list that I made is all of the recipes that I know about that exist in the game. And at the end of this video, I'll actually put up a little infographic on the screen so that way you can pause it, take a screenshot of it. And also in the description of this video, I will include a link to a Google Drive where you can download it as well. So either way, if you want to check it out. Without further ado, let's make some chemistry happen. Rubber vulcanization is the one that I want. For that, we need two plastic pellets, one sulfur. So I believe I already have a sulfur in here lingering around, maybe. Let's see. Is there a sulfur? Yes, we have sulfur. What we do not have are plastic pellets. That is carbon powder. We need some plastic pellets. So where do we get plastic pellets? That's the result of another chemistry process. So polymer synthesis produces two plastic pellets. And for the rubber vulcanization, like I mentioned previously, you need two plastic pellets. So that's perfect. Polymer synthesis requires 2 methane and an oxygen bottle. Okay, do I have 2 methane right now? Why did I put that away? Let's check it out. 2 methane. Where's CH4? I do not have any methane on me right now. Nope, no methane. Where's my other chemistry box? Is it in here? Thought I had a second chemistry box somewhere. All right, it's helmet time.
Suit pressurized.
Let's head on out here.
Equalizing pressure.
See if we left it in here. Second chemistry box. There we go. Do I have methane? I do not. Let's get these out of here. Clear that out. That way everything's in one spot. Do we already have phosphorus in there? We do not. Okay. That doesn't need to be in there. These don't really need to be in there. Honestly, that doesn't need to be in there either. Now, did you go back in there? No, you went over to here. Yep, that's fine. That we're going to put in the other side of my base in a building. This. I wish I could store this in the box of building materials, but it won't go in there. Because technically it is a box of building materials. Or building material that you would use. All right.
External oxygen
So,
detected.
I have no methane. I need to fart. I need to poot. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Since I'm going that way anyway. Come on over here. Organize our inventory a little bit. Yep. Those can go in there. This can go in there as well. Chemical fertilizer. This is our greenhouse area. Well, not actual greenhouse, but this is where we're starting with it. Methane. Methane. Is there something that produces methane? I'm sure there probably is. I just have to find it in my list here. Methane. How much methane did I need? Sorry, I'm reading over this list here. I need 2 methane. And there is the Sabatier process produces 1 methane, so I'll have to run that twice. Fortunately for me, let's see, CO2 bottle and 4 times hydrogen. Do I have enough hydrogen? That's the next question. So I'm going to have to run this twice, so I need 8 hydrogen. And I do not. Wow, okay. Pain in the butt. So, here we go. To run the Sabatier process, I need 4 hydrogen. I'm going to need to run it twice. It's 8 hydrogen. Where do I get the hydrogen from? Probably from the water electrolysis. Yep, that gives us 8 hydrogen. So, run water electrolysis once. That means we need 4 water bottles. Do I have extras over in here? Do not. Although the CO2 bottle goes in there. I wonder if I have any extras over
Equalizing pressure.
in the small area. Let's see. Oh yeah. Do I have any extras in here? 4 water. That's the extra for my suit, so I'm not going to use that. Close. Hey, Little Rock. Okay. Well. Let's use this little bad boy here. And head on over. Just to see if we have 4 extra water bottles, and if we don't, we'll craft them over here. All right. Water bottles. 1, 2, 3. Do not have 4. That's not bad, though. All right. So we'll craft an extra water bottle. Yep. Make me a water bottle. Poof, I'm a water bottle. All right. While I'm here, I'm better check out this chain of things I'm going to do. So 4 water bottles, that produces 8 hydrogen and 3 oxygen bottles. Polymer synthesis gives me a water bottle back. That's pretty funny. 2 plastic pellets. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. The methane. What's the methane process again? Sabatier process. We need 4 hydrogen bottles each time we run that. So I'm going to need a total of 8 hydrogen bottles. Oh, wait. No, 8 hydrogen, not bottles. Derp. That's why we're running the water electrolysis. That gives us the 8 hydrogen. That runs twice with 2 CO2 bottles, which we do have extra CO2 bottles right now. I have at least 2 extras. That'll give us 2 water bottles back each time we run it. So we're going to end up with 4 water bottles again, plus the methane. So that's handy. We're also going to end up with 3 extra oxygen bottles. Lots of bottles. Once I have the 2 methanes, then we run that with an oxygen bottle, which we'll have. That'll give us another water bottle back. Plastic pellets, and sulfur, and then we get rubber. Okay. All right. So, yeah, we're good. The next stop is the watering hole. Actually, this thing is down to like 79%. Let's go ahead and plug him into charge. All right. Do I have this balanced out? I do not. Okay. Real quick. See. What's 98 doubled? I thought I did this already. Did I load up a younger save? Oh, well. This is where we're at. This is what we're doing. All right. 98 doubled. That's 196. Is that correct? Yeah, 196. 196 type that in right now. 196. All right. And then we should have 10 going off the back of that to support that. That's 10 there. We have 50 there, 50 there. Okay, cool. While I'm here, charge up my suit. And plug that bad boy in. Charge this guy up. Okay. How many CO2s did I need? 1, 2. I gotta run that twice. 2 CO2s. Okay. Extra CO2s in here. Yes. We usually keep 3 CO2s there. Pretty sure there's some extra CO2s in here too.
Detected.
That's just those 3. Huh. Okay. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna steal one of these. Oh, and we gotta fill the water bottles. But this will fill our suit and all the other bottles that we have on us. It's funny that the graphic is just the water going down the sink, but it's actually filling your bottles. All right. So we have water electrolysis. We can set this recipe. 20 minutes of in-game time, which is not all that long. Goes by pretty quickly. Let's see.
Equalizing pressure.
While we're waiting, are there any rocks that I can destroy? I mean, there's those off in the distance. I don't really want to walk over there because I'm lazy. Hey there, little rock. And this process isn't going to take that long. Some of the bigger, longer processes, yeah, we'll go do some mining operations.
New message.
Meteorite has fallen. Awesome. Now the meteorites, if you follow those and go check them out,
External oxygen detected.
they will usually have like quite a bit of iron, but they will also have uranium, which comes in handy later on to refine. Uranium's used for kilopower, which is the game's version of like nuclear power. I've never actually made it that far in the progress of this and progression here, so I don't know much about it yet. But we will investigate when we get there. This should be done by now. Yep, okay. We will collect all that. They gave us 3 oxygen bottles that we're probably not going to need. Alright, so the next step was... Let me find it. Oh, the Sabatier, which we also have that recipe as well. Pretty sure. Yep. There it is.
Available point for technological advancement.
Thanks. So CO2 bottle for hydrogen. We have 8 hydrogen and 2 CO2 bottles. We can run this twice. Set the recipe. 45 in-game minutes. Start that off. And then once that finishes, we'll set it again because we need our methanes. It's like if I could just grow or if I could just hatch eggs, wouldn't be a problem. Once we get rubber, then we can build this sweet thing out and we can have the ability to print stuff here in the base. And we will be moving everything over to here. So, how's your day going? All right. Let's see. We're about halfway there. So the next step is polymer synthesis, which I'm pretty sure I do not have in here. No, there is no polymer synthesis in here. So the polymer synthesis we will have to set manually. Polymer synthesis requires an oxygen bottle and 2 methanes. Well, we have 3 O2 bottles. We're going to have a couple more, probably. Oh, no, water bottles. Okay. Where's the Sabatier? Sabatier process. Start. Collect output. It's going to make me collect it. Okay. Methane, baby, methane. Now, another thing I've noticed is that there are certain things that will require you to have the materials that this produces to be able to build the things. So, for example, if we wanted to build a wind turbine, we would need the titanium plate stuff that this makes, which, what was it? Yeah, the aluminum titanium alloy plates. So these are required for the wind turbines, but since this is a durable aerospace alloy, there's probably other things in the game that require this as well to build. Now, even though this is something you can make in the chemistry table, you can also get this from any wind turbines from bases that you grind down. That's why we have 32 of them. But again, some of the items that you build in the ChemLab, some of the outputs, count as building materials. Another good example of that is the pure silicon that we have here. And pure silicon is kind of a pain in the butt to get, but simply because some of the crafting items that you need for it, you need 1 silicon and 2 chlorine to run the recipe one time. The problem with that is the chlorine. Now, silicon you can find plenty of, but the chlorine, to get that, well, you have to mine and mine and mine, and you might get it as a possible drop. So mining a lot helps you with that. Let's see if this is done yet. Nope, still going. So again, for example, the ATV. Now we have our little ATV that's out there that we found, but you'll notice if you look at it, it does look a little dirty. It does look a little banged up. Oh, let's not do that. So you'll see that it's damaged a bit, and obviously if you try and repair it, it may explode. Let's not do that. You can make a new ATV, which is newer and fresher, and also the new ATV will travel faster than this current one. This one, the max speed's what, 22, 23? The newer one, I don't remember how fast it goes, but it does go faster. And you can see here, this is kind of banged up and messed up and everything. You can make another one, another Mars truck from the technology tree. If you do, I imagine the new one probably works a little bit more efficiently than this one that we found. So,
external oxygen detected.
Some of those vehicles require the pure silicon to make. Hey, methane. So the pure silicon, to make that, of course, you can come here and redo the process, the chemical reaction to make the silicon. However, the pure silicon, since we've made it already, we can now craft it in the 3D printer. So there's that. Keep that in mind. There's a lot of recipes that you can make in here. Once you discover the reaction, you can still make them in the 3D printer. But they're not always as efficient. So always check your outputs to see what you're going to get from it, your versus your inputs, and see which ones are more effective and efficient to maximize the use of your materials. All right, polymer synthesis. So for this, let's get our methane out. Polymer synthesis, we need our 2-methane. And we need an oxygen bottle. Got that. We need a temperature of 200 degrees. Oh, no, I'm adding 10 instead of taking it away. My bad. So temperature is 200 degrees. Pressure should be 5,000. And time in minutes is 40. Now that we have that set, 200, I'm just double checking. I don't want my base to blow up or something stupid. Polymer synthesis, methane 2, oxygen bottle 1, 200 degrees temperature, 5,000, 40 minutes. Awesome. So when this finishes, I should end up with 2 plastic pellets in a water bottle. So that's handy. And the 2 plastic pellets are going to combine with a piece of sulfur to make rubber. 40 minutes in-game time. Wow, we have a whole bunch of tech points from our electricity. That is nice. I forget how much this adds, but probably going to want a little bit extra. This is maxed out though right now. Okay. I set the target output to 98. Why did I set that to 98? I think for like when everything's on. Okay.
External oxygen detected.
We have good oxygen, so we'll go ahead and take our suit helmet off.
Oxygen source external.
It's getting to be nighttime, so we don't want to go outside right now. Time check. Should be almost done. Not much. It is done. Yay! These boxes are handy, but it is kind of a pain if you have to keep pulling stuff out of them. All right. Rubber vulcanization. 2 pellets, 1 sulfur. Take that down to a 1. Thank you. All right, and we need our temperature to be 140. 140, okay. Pressure needs to be 2,000. And time is 30. There we go. Start that reaction. It's actually going to take less time than the last one, so that's cool. Well, while we're here, might as well see if anything needs repairs. When you're waiting around and waiting around and waiting around, well, might as well make use of your time and do stuff. Does this need any repairs? No. Does this need any repairs? No. Okay. And it's done. Collect. We have 2 rubber. Hooray! We have a 3D printer, people. We have a 3D printer. Oh, power's offline. That's right. I left the power offline. All right. This is the 3D printer power. Goes on. It's an extra 5, but we got that covered. Not a problem. We have power. Okay, where's my rocks? Box rocks. Open. Let's go ahead and load this bad boy up. I'm going to split the sulfur. And put half of it in here, and I'm going to put the other half in here. Pure silicon. Let's see. I know I'm going to need more pure silicon. Okay, silicon purification. Needs silicon and chlorine. Now, in the chemistry tables, 1 silicon, 2 chlorine, but you get back 1 pure silicon and get back 1 chlorine. So, it's basically a 1-to-1. 1 silicon, 1 chlorine, make 1 silicon, pure silicon. However, in this, let's see, pure silicon, look at that, 1-to-1. Awesome. Do I have chlorine? Open. I have 13 chlorine. Let's take... Let's go... We have 1 pure silicon already, so let's go ahead and take half of them, 7. Leave the 6 in there in case we need chlorine for something else. Go here. Inventory. Chlorine. How much silicon we have? Oh, yeah. We're good. Pure silicon. Let's do all 7. Add that. It's going to take a little while to craft that because it does take a bit, but we'll have extra silicon. Hooray. Okay. Let's check out our tech tree real quick. So, in the materials tech tree, what other reactions do we need? We've got both those reactions. There's a reaction here for ampho explosives. Not going to worry about that yet. This needs APCP rocket fuel. This is nanotubes. What's this one? Also nanotubes. Nanotubes are the 2 that interest me the most in this tree here right now. I didn't even realize. Okay. Decisions. I've got detector 3 opened up, but I only have 1 tech point, and I need to take night vision before I get to that. Crates for the ATVs. You can actually stick inventory crates on the back of them, but the inventory crate on the back of the ATV is not that great. It's not that huge. So I'm not going to worry about that yet. That'll be, for later on. I do have Jackhammer 3 opened up. I think we take Jackhammer 3. Of course, we have the science bench opened up as well with an improved blowtorch, which would be nice. These are all later things. Gosh, so many things. So many good things in here. All right. Well, first of all, nanotubes. What do we need to make the nanotubes? Advanced pyrolysis. We need methane. 2 more. Damn. All that damn methane. So we need methane and carbon powder for that. That'll produce hydrogen 4. Nice. And what do we need for the methane again? So again, the methane was the Sabatier process, and that produces 1. We need 2 for that, so we'd have to run that twice again. It's hydrogen 4. Oh, okay. So, if we have 4 water bottles, which we did get quite a few water bottles back. Let me see if we have 4. Set recipe. We do. Go ahead and start the reaction. Get it going. So we can get the hydrogen we need to make the methane we need. It's the CO2 bottles. Which I think I'm actually out of CO2 bottles now. All right. It's 1 CO2 bottle for each one. This is still going probably. All right. Oh, we're low on aluminum. Crap. Hey, we do have more CO2 bottles in the truck, but it is freezing out right now. What to do? Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll look at this. Yeah, I think we do jackhammer 3. Let's go ahead and take that.
Technology access level increased.
And let's go ahead and upgrade it. Get that bad boy going. It's our first level 3 tool. Sweet. There it is, being worked on. Another item of note is when you upgrade your tools, it does change the color of the tool. So you have a visual representation of a higher level tool. So that's good. Improved jackhammer 3.
New item.
Heck yeah. Yeah, you can pick it up from in the bench here, or you can pick it up on the edge like I just did. All right, so we do have a few tablets in our inventory. Let's go ahead and pop some of those open. Ooh, well, there's aerogel synthesis. I don't need to take that simply because I can look up the recipe over there. Medium dome, large dome, pump extension. Thinking ahead, let me do the pump extension. Oh, wrong thing. Use another tablet. Medium dome, medium antenna, large dome, whatever that process is. Let's take the medium antenna, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Grinder 3. Oh, yes. Grinder 3 is amazing. So good. Big antenna. Sure. Can you tell I like my more efficient panels too? Yes, absolutely. Can you tell I like my electricity stuff? All right, tech. All that was electricity almost. So now we have medium antenna unlocked. We have big antenna unlocked. We have to unlock solar panel 3 before we can get to more efficient panels 2. So, boo. However, to unlock that, all we need to do is aerogel synthesis. Which aerogel synthesis requires pure silicon and ethanol. Where do we get ethanol? Ethanol, we get that from waste tank and water bottle. We can do that. We've got the stuff for that. We got the waste tanks right over here. And we got water bottles. Hooray. Okay. So biomass fermentation gives us, we use 2 waste tanks and 1 water bottle, and it gives us back ethanol, 2 of them, and a CO2 bottle. Hey, that's that CO2 bottle I needed. So, good. Good, good, good. Take 2 of these. Yep, collect all those. There's 2 waste tanks. There's a water bottle. And we need, well, let's see if we have biomass fermentation in here. I don't think I do. No. All right, so biomass fermentation. That is a temperature of 35. Pressure of 1000. And a time of 60. There we go. Start process. And it is really easy to stay up all night doing this stuff. My guy's not sleeping. Very, very easy. Okay. Let's look over here. So we have our pure silicon. There's 8 pure silicon. That's awesome. Go ahead and... I guess this must be full. It is, it is. Well, I keep forgetting everything that I was doing. I've got my brain going on 2 different paths at the same time now. That's right. Ethanol for the aerogel synthesis. And the ethanol was from the biomass fermentation. Right, okay. Which is what we're doing right now. I forget what we needed the methane for. Oh, the nanotubes, the advanced pyrolysis. Okay, cool. Well, once we're done with this current recipe, both of those, we'll have the materials for both of those. Oh, look at that. Aerogel synthesis. Not only does it require ethanol, it also requires pure silicon, which is some of the stuff that we just made. We already had 1. We made 7 more, so it's always good to have a little extra, I guess. All right. Oh, power's out. Why did the power run out? Is this still going? Really? My stuff got night. Whenever the power goes out, I don't like taking a chance, so I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep in here. Even though 6:30 is still freezing temperatures, power should come back on at 6:30. And power's back on. Okay. But, and then it's freezing, but I do want to check this real quick. Did you drain? You drained completely. Damn. How much is it pulling out now? 68? It shouldn't have drained that.
External oxygen detected.
I have to figure that one out. Okay. Well, did this have time to complete? All right, cool. Good. It did. There we go. Got our CO2 bottle and got our ethanol. So, first things first. Let's do 1 ethanol, split that up. Split this up. All right, That's that. That's that. Pure silicon and an ethanol. Temp of 40. This is 7,500. And time is 60. Start reaction. The next one is going to be methane 2, carbon powder 1, which oh, that's right. That's right. Methane 2, carbon powder 1. So it's the methane that I needed. That's right. What gives me the methane? CO2 bottle and hydrogen 4. Uh-oh, what was that? Restful sleep is needed to restore your strength. Okay, well, we'll get that later. I'll sleep when I'm dead. You'll be dead soon anyway. All right. So, methane 2, carbon powder 1. Yeah, I've got those things. Why did I need the CO2? Oh, wait, no, I don't have the methane 2. Or do I? That's what it is. I'm missing the methane 2. Oh, well, we're doing this first. That's right. Collect our aerogel. Submit your process again. It's one of our 2 methanes. Yeah, go ahead and start. Thank you. While that's going, hop in the truck, baby. Dig up some more stuff. All right. What's this rock? There's some chlorine for us. That's good. Chlorine is good. So aluminum rocks give you chlorine. There's a big ass rock here. This is iron, pretty sure. Yep. It's gonna be good if we need a lot of titanium later. Yeah, this jackhammer's going nice and quick. Like it. Some more sulfur. We need some more aluminum, though. So the question is, where are the aluminum rocks? Well, instead of trying to guess, let's go ahead and scan these rocks. Iron. Aluminum. Ooh, what's this one? Aluminum. Aluminum. Oh, wow. Lots of aluminum over here. Guess what? And if I remember right, I said aluminum gives us chlorine, right? Yep. So that's good. All right, let's get cracking. Literally. All right, doing a dangerous one now. On the underside. All right, all right.
Available point for technological advancement.
Yay. It's good to mine and grind and do all the things. That's how you gotta get a lot of your tech points. Electricity is easy to get your tech points because it pretty much like takes care of itself. Lots of aluminum. Good. Because we're starting to run low too. Curious. What's this? Iron. Too far away from those to scan them. Iron. Okay. That was nice. All right. Before we head back to base, since we have our what do you call it? Since we have our 3D printer over there going, we can empty the stuff out of here too. So we don't need that as much. Go ahead and grab these hoses and grab whatever we can out of here that we will need. I think we have a stack of that somewhere over there. Gotta have the radio. Okay.
Equalizing pressure.
How's our battery doing? Full. Ready to go. So that just means that my my battery ran out last night. You know what that means? Let me pick this up for a minute. Are you fully charged? Yep, you're fully charged. No, I didn't want to enter. Thank you. I want to pick up the cable. Thank you. Let's go ahead and build on an extender to the battery. Battery pack expansion. Boom. Get that going. So it doesn't take hardly anything to make these. Alright, 990. If you run out of power now, it's an issue. Alright, we're at 68. Let's push 70 to it. And double 70 is 140, so 196 is still good. Yeah. Should be fine. Now the question is, okay, if I round up to 70, what's 70 times 12? Well, 70 times 10 is 700, and then the 2 from the 12 is 140, so that's 840. That's why we ran out of base power, because we're a little bit less than 840 throughout the night. Now that I've upgraded this, we have more than enough power to last us through the night. So, yeah. You have to figure your solar panels are only pulling in light for 12 hours of the day. The other 12 hours at nighttime, they're shut down and not pulling in any juice. So, you have to figure out what your base is using. That's per hour. Multiply that by 12, and that's what it's going to use throughout the night. So you have to make sure that your battery is going to have enough juice in it all day, to last you the amount of the night, through the night. If I can talk, that'd be great. All right.
External oxygen detected.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. Ooh, my stamina is really going down. This was methane, right? We need methane 2 times, and I have a full inventory, so hold on. Hold the phone. So let's get some of these in here. Alrighty. That can go there. This is stacking. So many O2 bottles now. Like way too many O2 bottles. Oh wow. Are these all full? That's full, but it wasn't organized. We have a medium here. That's full. Is this one full? Yeah, pretty much. And we have
Available point for technological
3 dead
advancement.
boards too. Might want to make a new box for these. Jesus. First things first. Inventory. Box of rocks. Printing. Box. Perfect. Add that. Here's another one. Okay. This one has broken stuff in it and a mixture, but that's going to go there. And now we can take these, put all these in this box here, which has a little bit more space left if we encounter more boards out and about. All right. We have a lot of oxygen bottles. We have a lot of
Suit
oxygen
power,
bottles.
75%.
Oh, okay. Come over here and charge up my suit. It's the nice thing about having this inside. I don't have to go outside in the elements to do that. Okay. Take our
Oxygen
helmet off.
source, external.
All right, so that's the methane. It's 4 of them. The nanotubes need... Oh, no, that's only 1 methane. So we need another methane. And what was it we needed to run? CO2 bottle, of course, that we don't have. And we didn't have enough aluminum to make the CO2 bottle. Where is it? Let's make 2, because I used 1 earlier. So, and we have to run this recipe twice, right? Wait a minute. No, we need to run it one more time, but we used 1 earlier. Yeah, 2 CO2 bottles. 2 bottles, please. Okay, there's that and that. Go over to your scrubber, because this has access to CO2.
Oxygen depleted.
Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have just swapped it with one of the existing bottles. Yeah. Alright. Sabatier process. Set recipe. Grab the water bottles out. Collect that too. Okay. Start reaction. Okay. One thing I have not talked about is the trash can. The waste bin. You can use this and you can dump extra trash in here. Since I have a ton of oxygen bottles that I don't really need that many for, I'm going to go ahead and empty them. Once you hit empty trash bin, that stuff is gone forever. So make sure it's something that you actually want to trash. Okay. 6. Put my radio up here.
Source empty.
Oh, that's right. I didn't hook that back up. Let's put our helmet on before
Suit
we die.
pressurized. Equalizing pressure.
And I turned in all the hose too, didn't I? Yep, I did. Good thinking, Mike. Good thinking.
External oxygen detected.
All right. Go in here. Grab our hoses. Just for now.
Equalizing pressure.
Okay, 6. And we run around over to here. Gonna hook you up there.
Equalizing pressure. External oxygen detected. Oxygen source external.
All right. Run our
Water
sink.
refilled.
Refill our water. Gotta hydrate. Oh, I didn't start the reaction. Oh, wait, no. All right, it already ran. My bad. Okay. we got our 2 methanes. So now we can do our carbon nanotubes. We do have carbon powder. We have some in here. Saw it before. There it is, carbon powder. So, for this process, you need the 2 methane, 1 carbon powder. We need a temp of, wait for it, 1,200. That's some hot stuff. We need a pressure of 50,000. Which I guess is the max pressure. Okay. 50,000. We need a time of 120.
Warning.
And we can start that reaction. What was the warning? Uh-oh. Now, extreme weather incoming. Awesome. My favorite. Okay, that is running. What time is it? It's 6. Let's go ahead and first save. And it's actually saved this time. We're playing with chemistry today. Helps if you don't have caps lock on. Chemistry. There we go. Save game. Yes. Save. There we go. And now we'll sleep. The reason I saved it before I sleep, because it auto saves after you sleep. The reason I saved it before I sleep is because the extreme weather is coming in. So I'm actually taking a nice long sleep. We're gonna go to 7:40. Right now, you don't need sleep. Bowl, yes I do. All right, so we're gonna sleep. Chemistry should be done by the time we're done sleeping. Hopefully the base isn't completely destroyed. I don't know what kind of weather it will be. It'll tell us in the morning what it was. Looks like we are dirty. Awesome. Just what I needed. Just what I needed. Yep. Dust devils. Awesome. Everything is covered in dust. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and eat. And we're going to have to make space for some stuff. Go here. Put the extra O2 up there. Put all 4 of the extra CO2s up, or excuse me, waters up there. We will need these CO2s. This is going to come back down in here, and we will need that. Come on over here, check our chemistry real quick, and nanotubes are done. And we ended up with 2 hydrogen. Okay, sweet. Real quick, before we get to spraying the base off, which I know is a main thing that we want to do want to run down through here. Okay, that opens up solar panel 3. Nice. Which also opens up more efficient panels 2. Protection from the cold. And path to kilopower. That needs ceramic heat shielding. Look at that. These are both opened up, which means we can make our own circuit boards now. That's awesome. You can print your own batteries too. It's great. Really, really, really want this. Automated panel cleaning. I want that recipe, that blueprint. If we get that blueprint, we won't have to spray our panels anymore. That'll be amazing. More efficient battery suit. Nice. That's sulfuric acid. That's sulfuric acid. This one here is sulfuric acid. So to finish chemistry is this. So we need heat shielding for that, but 3 of them. Need sulfuric acid to finish out. Oh, and what's this? Sulfuric acid. 4 of them. I'd say let's do sulfuric acid. We do sulfuric acid, we open up this, which opens up this as well. Battery rack. Vehicle traction battery, which is nice. You do those and you can actually put them in the battery rack to stay charged. So that's pretty sweet. We have 6 points here to spend. I could get the big wind turbine. Fun. Hangar fast charging. We don't even have a hangar built yet. Industrial energy. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this increases your battery capacity. Very, very, very nice. Very handy. And we have this unlocked, but to get to it, we need this, which is sulfuric acid. Looks like we're doing sulfuric acid stuff. Yep. We have a point here. We just performed nanotubes, didn't we? Oh no, that's going now. Oh no, we did perform nanotubes. That should have cleared that out. We did do nanotubes, right? Open. Yeah, the nanotubes are in here. Interesting. That's vexing. Requires performing research advanced pyrolysis nanotubes. Yeah, we just did that. Well, if we have to do it again, we have to do it again. So be it. Yeah, there's one. Reaction completed. Requires performing reaction. Okay. Might be glitched. Don't know. We'll see. Not a whole lot of reactions here that I need. Materials. Let's see. There's this one. ACP. Requires performing reaction uranium enrichment setup, which we don't even have uranium yet. So this one. Oh. So all these are technologies. Yeah. Bunch of technologies that I need, but all the reactions I have. Info explosives for the miner. You also need uranium rod. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to have to find one of those meteorites to get uranium to do these. But you have a small miner and a regular size miner. Social rooms, yay. Main HQ, ceramic heat shielding. Ceramic heat shielding, okay. Not a whole lot more chemistry to worry about. I think sulfuric acid is the next one I really need to think about. And what do we need? We need sulfur times 2, which we have. Oxygen bottle times 1, which we have. And a water bottle, which we have. So that's easy. We've got all the stuff for that. Although I did just nuke all those extra oxygen bottles. Open. That's our sulfur. Split. How many sulfurs did we need? 2. Those go back in there. Titanium. Yep. Oh, titanium only stacks to 64. Good to know. Good to know. So sulfur times 2, oxygen bottle 1, water bottle 1. In the meantime, to free up inventory space, come here. Inventory, you go here. Go in here. There's a water. There's an oxygen. Come on over here. We have 2 sulfur, 1 water, 1 oxygen. And we need a temperature of 450. It's 450. We need a pressure of 2000. Oh, that sucks. I can't just hold it. I actually have to... Can I mouse wheel it? No. Can I grab it? Oh, I can. That helps. Alright. Pressure of 2000. And then we need time of 55. There we go. Start reaction. There. Now, that while that's going, now I can start blowing up the base. It's a good idea to mouse over the components inside the base too, because they sometimes get coated, but in this case, we're good. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I'm forgetting my protocols. Very first thing. Very, very, very first thing. Anything that has solar panels on it. Oh. I'm
Stabilizing pressure.
Not wearing my helmet. Thank you, base. Thank you, base safeties. Alright, let's get these going. That way our battery has time to recharge before tonight. I know you guys are probably sitting there watching going, you have 6 technology points in electricity. Use them. I will, I promise. I promise. I promise. There are times it's worthwhile to sit on something, save it for a moment. Savor the points, so they say. Alright, that one's already done. Right. Yep. It'll be nice when I can get those self-cleaning panels. That'd be awesome. You don't have to spray up into the panel. You can just as easily spray here. That's fine. Does the same thing. All right. Get you boys cleaned off. You get to get cleaned off. And now we start cleaning all the other components. This crap. Fun, fun, fun. Definitely want to clean off this methane tank because methane is an explosive gas. So let's keep it happy. Right on, right on. Spray this little bad boy off. You're a bad boy. Come on. Hurry up. again, you don't spray these off, eventually they start to wear down and break, decreasing their efficiency, and we don't want that, do we? How we looking? Getting there. Getting there. But we're not pushing that much. We can push more. We have 118 still left. Let's push about 50 more. Now, why wouldn't I push the rest of the full 118? Well, because there's other things that are wired into this to use it. So, yeah, 50 more would be 246. There we go. That'll clean up, that'll charge that up a little bit quicker. Won't have to worry about nighttime as much. Okay. De-dust the Cybertruck here. No, I'm sorry, the Mars truck. I swear, it's fashioned after a Cybertruck. It really is. Like Cybertrucks with the beds, it's fashioned after that. You can't tell me otherwise. Well, you can tell me otherwise, but I won't listen. Alrighty. Get the ramp cleaned off here. Yeah. I'll go ahead and clean these from the outside. It's just easier than having them open and close on me while I'm standing there trying to spray them. All right.
External oxygen detected.
See, now this has dust on it. Yeah, and the other one didn't have, like, my bed is dusty. So I don't understand why that happens. How dust gets on the inside of everything here. Because these are all the workbenches and things. That's not... See, look at this. Dust this off, right? And then turn and look at a piece of the wall, and it's back. It's gone. It's back. It's gone. It's because these benches are getting dusty somehow, and I don't know how. I don't think there's a leak in my base, as far as I'm aware. Might want to double check though. Might be worth it. Okay, we're out of CO2. So fill CO2 bottles. All right. There we go. Now all I have left are the actual base components. So, or the two workshop buildings, so to speak, which are the longest to de-dust. It sucks. So the entire day basically is me taking dust off of my base. If you had like a really huge base, it would take a while. It does suck. So, yeah. Now, if you don't want to deal with this, you can play in sandbox mode. When you start sandbox mode, you can set the game settings however you want to start with all sorts of resources or not as many resources. There's a different scale there. You can limit the length of storms, the frequency of storms. You can turn storms off altogether if you don't want to have to deal with this kind of thing. But since I'm in campaign mode, this is what we're doing. And even in sandbox mode, I still leave the storms on, but I will usually decrease the duration a little bit so they're not as harsh. But that's just me. That's my own personal preference. But I do leave the storms on. I think they add an element to the game. Makes it a little bit more challenging, interesting, whatever you want to say. Frustrating. All right. About halfway on this building. And then we should be done dedusting. I'm not going to worry about dedusting my electrical lines. I'm not going to worry about that. All right. Getting there. Quarter of the way. And it is currently 2 in the afternoon in game. So, yeah. Literally about half my day just taking dust off the base. But on the plus side, after this, my chemistry will be done. So there's that. Put up the CO2s. So there's that. Check chems. Alright, what is this? Sulfuric acid. Yes. Alright. Tech tree. Oh, we have living capsules. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Don't even have a science bench yet. Oh, decisions. We have living capsules, but we also have leveling corridors and standard corridors, which leads to small crusher and science bench and advanced connectors and, oh man, and the big crusher. But I don't even have the rover yet. The rover's key, which we need a large replaceable accumulator. For that, I think we actually did have, yeah, sulfuric acid. So now we've got large replaceable accumulator.
Electricity, technology access
Go ahead and
level
grab
increased.
this.
Electricity, technology access level increased.
We'll grab some of these things too in a moment, but there's something special that we have to do with that. So over here, there we go. Heavy Mars rover. When we get more points here, we can do it. Science bench is needed. Gotta go through the science bench. Yeah, we're gonna do that first.
Mechanics, technology access level increased.
Okay, materials. What do we got here? I'm gonna do the living corridors.
Materials, technology access level increased.
Or the living
Materials,
capsules and leveling
technology
corridors.
access level increased.
The leveling corridors just so we can actually work our way up here to the science bench and progress the tree. But for right now, living capsule and bathroom capsule. Yay. In fact, next thing I'm going to do, come on over here. Oh, shoot. Let me make sure I have enough power for this first.
Equalizing pressure.
All right, base is currently pulling 68. It's about to go up to 78, 79 really. So this is going to need to put out 80 initially, and that may change.
Deploy external oxygen detected.
You'll see what I'm about to do here. All right. So, living, nope. Main hab HQ. We need an electricity workbench. And we have everything we need to make it easily. The reason we crafted this pulls, well, we didn't craft it because it pulls power, but it does pull quite a bit of power. 10 to be exact. That's why I upped our power consumption out there. But when we go in here, USB storage, if you find USB things for electricity. But I went in here because tech tree, this part of the tech tree, you need this built to be able to affect these things. We have 4 points. More efficient panels. Oh, yes, yes. You only have 4 points, though. All right, definitely want this.
Electricity. Technology access level increased.
I'm
Electricity.
really wanting to play with that.
Technology access level
And more
increased.
efficient panels. They were at
Electricity.
36
Technology
before.
access level increased.
Protection from cold.
Electricity.
So when it's cold
Technology
out, my
access
suit
level
will actually
increased.
protect me. Now that I have those built up, now I can come over here and say, where are you? You can say, you turn off for now. We don't need it right now. All right, still have my suit on. Yep. All right, cool.
Equalizing pressure.
How much are you guys pushing out now? This is up to 42. So it was, so these start when you first build them. If you don't have efficiency upgrade for your panels yet, they start at 30. Then they go to 36. Then they go to 42. It's amazing. Love it. All right. That is pumping up the power. And also I got a battery efficiency, so this battery is bigger now. So that is awesome. Let's build a little bit onto here. And this is just going to be temporary building stuff. It's going to be torn down and moved again later. But for right now, see, first things first. Airlocks. One here. Okay. B. Living. Now, these capsules that you have, living capsule, bathroom capsule, not the survival capsule so much, but the living and bathroom capsules, those two capsules, you have to connect them with a capsule connector. When you open up the technology, you have this one single capsule connector. Later on, there's one that will connect 3. But for right now, we've just got the one, and that's what we're doing for right now. But these are very handy. Okay, capsule connector. And off from that. This one on this side, I want to be the bathroom. And of course, it snaps to the connector. There's that. And over here, we're going to pretty much do the same thing. You don't really, truthfully, you don't need the airlock, so to speak. I'm just doing that as an extra just in case. Capsule connector. All right. And living capsule. Now, your living capsule is going to have a bed in it, so now I can take the bed out of my base. The bathroom capsule is going to have a sink in it, so I can take the sink out of my base. That frees up those two spaces for other workbenches and things like that. And it didn't open, so that means I'm underpowered.
Available point for technological advancement.
We need 84 power right now. Oof. All right, so provide 84. Now, here's the thing, calculations. Is that enough battery? So if we have 84 power, let's do a quick little, you can't see this, but I'm using a calculator right now. So 84 times 12 is 1008. Our battery is just barely big enough, but it'll work. It should. And our battery has enough power in it currently, so that's awesome. So let's go up here. Yep, everything's on.
Detected.
Now keep in mind, that is with that one workbench turned off. This is turned off currently. However, what we can do, go ahead and grind that out. It's like, I know I just built it. I know. But there's a reason. Okay. Oh, wait. No. I did not want a bed there. Thank you. What are you doing? Why are you trying to stick a bed there? I don't want a bed there. I do want to make sure that everything is up to snuff. Now, here's my new bathroom. And I can press and hold.
Refilled.
Replenishes water. Awesome. Now I have a toilet. So I can go ahead and use toilet. Sometimes it's just nice to take a dump. All right. Press the button on the back. Open that up. Boom. Waste tank. Thank you. Another waste tank. Do that each day or whatever. You can do it multiple times. I don't think it limits how quickly you can do that. It might. I'm not sure. And here's my little office area.
Suit power, 75%.
Yeah. Okay.
Oxygen source, external.
And I have my bed in here. So, yay. When I want to go to sleep, I can come in here. Hey, it comes with a med kit and everything. Anything else in here? Okay. Just a med kit. Okay. But still, free med kit. Hey. You can put things on your shelves. Hey, there's another med kit. Put things on your shelves, decorate stuff however we need with like the base decorations. So, here, gonna have to remember which way's which now. All right, so we don't need this here. That also means, so yeah, your radio, you can actually literally play stuff on the radio. As I understand it, you can also put MP3s in there to set a custom playlist as well. How do I pick it up? I don't want to turn it on. I want to collect it. I'll pick it up. It's not letting me pick it up. So that sucks. Well, sorry radio. It was a good run. And the bed. Don't need this here anymore. Make sure that there's no damage here. Make sure there's no damage there. Damage. Alright, cool. Did I have anything running in here? I did not. Oh, I really should. Really should get some stuff running. Radio we can put up there. Alright. What was it? What did we agree on? Oh, there's another tech point available. Sweet. Next tech point, I think we get small accumulator upgrade. But again, see, now I can't do that here. Got to do it at the workbench. That's why I ground down my bed here, so I can put up my workbench. It's electricity workbench. There we go. Rebuild. And that just turned the lights off on me. There's
New
my
message.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna tell me that you don't have power for that. I know. Now, since I have my base divided into two halves, so to speak, this is where I usually start planning on, okay, this half is supplied by the stuff out there on this side, and then I'm going to put more stuff out here on this side, create airlocks for this, and go with that. That's usually how I end up doing that. It just makes it easier because it's like, okay, this half my base is powered by one side, the half's powered by the other side, and I have a fail safe if things go weird. That's how I like to do it myself. All right, let's go ahead and eat a meal. Yum yum nom nom. And let's go ahead and charge up my soup battery if I might not be able to. This is a constant draw, right? Let me see one thing. Battery cabinet, where are you? 0 draw right now. Okay. Don't really want to mess with a draw on that right now, but let's see. Do I crash out my base?
Source empty.
Source empty. No.
Source empty.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these. I'll have it with me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at my power, my base power, and how much I'm producing, how much I'm pushing. I do have like an extra 60 that I can push through, so I'll have to look at that. So today we covered some chemistry. We used up a lot of our base points. We expanded our base out a little bit, and yeah, it's coming along nicely. And we have a radio. Now, granted, I'm not going to be listening to the radio while I'm playing in-game, simply because I don't want my videos to get flagged for, whatever, because it flagged one of my videos already because of the theme music included with the game, and it said, oh, that's copyright infringement. I'm like, it comes with the game, so I don't care. So I probably won't be doing any actual music in the game, but I still like having my radio there. So there's that. Alrighty. So that, as they say, is that for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned some things. And like I said before, the chemistry table that I came up with all the recipes, if you want it, need it, whatever, there will be an infographic up on the screen at the end of this video, as well as a link in the description to a Google Drive that you can download the PDF yourself if you want that instead. So, with the infographic on the screen. If you want to pause the video and screenshot it, I don't mind. Go ahead, take it, use it. Let it be your guide, so to speak. I don't know if they're going to add more chemistry recipes to the game. They may or they may not. And if they do, I'll try and update that information. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to be notified when the next video comes out, make sure you hit that little bell. And as always, have an awesome day.